Hey guys, I thought I'd film this on a different day because I know it's going to be something really hard for me to talk about, but I figured it'll be something that I'll address on the channel. About a week and a half ago, you would have seen a post on my YouTube. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, or if you're part of my Discord, you would have seen the same. It's going to take forever. I've decided to film this not before a YouTube video because I know it's going to take all of my energy out of me, and it's still something I'm finding really hard to talk about. It's literally Sunday the 23rd of June, and I've decided to talk about this now. So on the 11th of June, around 10 o'clock in the morning, me and my family unfortunately had to make the decision to put our cat Lucky to rest. I thought I'd let you guys know why it's happened because literally Lucky was in my first video. He was a big part of my life and a big part of this channel as well as my Twitch channel. And I know a lot of my Twitch viewers come to my YouTube, so especially because I've disappeared for a while. So everything, just so you guys are aware, he wasn't in pain. He wasn't in pain for the longest time. The vet assured us that he wasn't in pain up until Tuesday morning. We found out the hard way that my cat unfortunately had a fairly common heart condition in middle-aged cats, especially middle-aged male cats, and unfortunately Lucky was not that lucky. It's one of those ones that is pretty hard to diagnose, and typically it's easier to diagnose when it's symptomatic, and when it's symptomatic it's too late. So first thing Tuesday morning, my sister and I got up for work and we found Lucky near our back door, and he wasn't himself at all. He had completely emptied his bowels up to the back door, and there was a lot of, I don't even know if I am able to say this on YouTube. He had a lot of red within it, and he took one look at us and started meowing at us, and it was like he was asking for help. So we tried helping him. Then we realised that he couldn't walk, which is funny because he literally, the night before, he hopped up next to my bed, like hopped up onto my bed to sleep next to me, and like he normally does. And to think it's gone from that to this, when he literally left my room about 5 o'clock, literally an hour before we got up, was insane to see how quickly something like this progressed. So what happened was his heart started making blood clots, and one got stuck in his artery in his back, which lost circulation to his back legs. And the vet suggested treatment, but she really stated the fact that if we decided to go with the treatment, it would cause him a lot of pain, and the treatment would only prolong his life by another 6 weeks to 3 months. Looking at the state my cat was in that morning, seeing how much pain he was in and discomfort, we decided that it was probably best to not put him through more pain. So we decided to make that unfortunate decision. He went, surrounded by people who loved him. We had our whole family there with him. We all spent, the vets were really lovely, I'll get them that. The emergency vet we took him to could not have been nicer, and allowed us to spend a bit more time with him. They had a lot of patience with us, which was really nice. He was still obsessed with the damn fan on the floor in the vet too. Oh, it was just, especially after, like, the vet mentioned treatment, we sat there and considered it, but he started fidgeting and we let him onto the floor, and just seeing that he had no use of his back legs. Like, by the time we got there, his back legs were purple compared to his front, which were nice and pink. We decided that it wouldn't be fair it's not fair on him, a cat that loved to run, loved to jump onto ridiculous things. You go to ridiculous measures, and it just wouldn't be fair. So that's what's happened. Sorry, I didn't realise it would be this hard to talk about. We did everything we could, that we believed was fair. He'll forever be in our hearts. For those who are wondering, he was only 5.5 years old, so that's why I guess his heart death, like any death of a pet, is hard. But it was so unexpected, especially when we have two very old cats here as well. They're both 19 or 18 or 19 years old. We decided to take him home and bury him. My granddad had a cat named Hector who passed away 2 or 3 years ago now. So we buried Lucky next to him because they were really good friends when Hector was still alive. So we thought it was the right thing to bury him next to his best mate. So we also buried him with Sid. All of the Sids he accumulated over the years. I want to say thank you to the people who have been incredibly supportive during this time. I just want to say thank you to the people who have had patience for me during this time. For some reason, I had the highest volume of other creators and editors reach out to me during this time, which is something I've never really had before. I've had one pop up here and there, but all of a sudden I just had all these people come at me at once, and I apologise for taking a while to get back to you. I just needed to put myself and my family first. Like I said, I had big plans for these upcoming weeks with some of my favourite games coming out, like Amanda the Adventurer 2 demo came out. And I still haven't played it. And so did the nightmare, the nightmare mode of That's Not My Neighbour. That was something I was really looking forward to as well. I just want to say thank you to two of my closest friends, Maddie and Ash. Maddie, I've never had you pick up a phone call so quickly in your damn life. Usually it takes forever for Maddie to answer a phone call, if at all, because she has a really busy life just like I do and my sister, which I completely would have understand, if she didn't pick up. But never has she ever picked up on the first ring. It was like instinct, I swear. And she stayed on the phone with me as long as she could, because I know she's going through her own stuff as well. And I'm forever grateful for her helping me during that moment. And when Maddie couldn't be there, I had my friend Ash ring me back just to figure out what was going on. And Ash stayed on the phone as long as I needed her to be. And I'm forever grateful for that. And the next day I caught up with Ash, and I was like, can Emily come as well? She's like, yeah. So I couldn't ask for better friends, honestly. These two are the reason why I get through a lot of things, and people who I stick by. So I owe my greatest thanks to them. I also want to thank my mum, dad, and my sister. I know me and my mum probably been the biggest wrecks. I was so sick the day he died. I was so physically sick, and regardless, my family didn't judge me. So mum, dad, granddad, and Emily, thank you for being there. I've never seen my dad so upset before. Also want to thank my streamer community. I had a couple of streamers reach out to me to make sure I was okay, and send their condolences, which was really lovely. And a big shout out to Spooky Kristen. Well, no, she's not Spooky Kristen anymore. I keep calling her that. Kristen X Rose. She and I have a really good friendship over streaming, and she was one of the first people I told before I posted about it on social media, purely because we have a thing with our cats if she comes into my stream, I ask her how Jack and Bear is, and when I go into her stream, she asks how Lucky is, and which has made it hard for me to watch her streams now because Lucky used to watch them with me first thing in the morning. She was incredibly supportive as well, and the amount of times I popped into her Discord channel just to be around some people. She's been nothing but supportive and friendly, and obviously to my community, you guys are I'm forever grateful for you guys. You guys have helped me through some of the hardest times of my life over the last couple of years. You guys have always showed up, even though when I've been sick and I come back, you guys are still there. It's just, I'll never really find that anywhere else, and it's amazing. I like to thank my workplaces. My main job let me have the day off that he passed away on, and the day after, just so I could have some time, which I was really grateful for because I was not functional at all. My other workplace, when I went there the day after that, they were completely understanding, which Emily came and supported me that night. So I understand pets aren't here forever, but Lucky went through so much before we found him. For those who don't know, we found him at one of our old family businesses in our old town, and he was only this big. Then he ended up being this big, but we saved him that day. God knows from what would have happened if we didn't, or if we didn't see him. And it was the most gorgeous cat I've ever seen, and probably will always be. It's always my handsome little man. And I know we gave him the best life we could have given him, but I feel like I still cannot stop thinking about that. The life he could have had. I feel like his entire life was robbed from him. He deserves so much better than that. He deserved a long, fulfilling life. Oh, I really don't want to cry in this, because now it just seems like I've set a camera up and now I'm going to cry in front of it for attention. Am I okay? Yes and no. I feel like it's going to be like that for a long time. Lucky was such a very happy cat. Little piece of crap. A chonky boy. And a cat that loved a lot of mischief. Loved to play. Pulled the stupidest faces. And even the vet said they've never met a cat with such a personality. Lucky always loved standing on people, wanting attention. I couldn't have my laptop or my phone on my lap if he was around. Editing videos, he loved sitting on my lap and just rubbing himself all over me. For some reason, he had a weird obsession with eating my hair. Loved chicken. Cooking chicken since then has been hard because he used to claw you up in the kitchen if he wanted some. Not hearing my granddad come in and say, "Lucky dinner," because my granddad used to feed him dinner. It feels really weird not having him around. So, thank you guys for listening. I love you guys. Rest in peace, my little boy.